This is Litzstrasse, and it's changed since the 70s. Not so much over here. It certainly has here. The occupants are entirely different people. They're from all neck of the woods everywhere. It was a Wickrath's crime rate until quite recently. Oh, memory lane. This is where the amenity centre used to be, where the youth club was, and the naffy. And up there in the middle on the right is where I used to live, and boy, it looks different now. Don't even recognise it. Yeah, the days where we would all go rocking and rolling in here. It looks like an even totally new building there, rather. There's the old youth club. Well, this is outrageous. They've changed the name. Here's Litzstrasse. And the park bench where we all used to gather. They've taken it away, the evil germs. Ta-da. At least Handelsstrasse has still got its old name. By the way, the Germans call this a Musikquartier now, the music quarter, because it's all named after composers. In our day it was called Die NATO-Siedlung, the NATO estate. And here's another new name. The street where we'd all catch our school buses and buses to the cinema. Part of the RAF area this was. I can't remember the name, was it? I don't remember the old name anymore, but it wasn't that name. Well, I don't think this part has had a lick of paint since the forces left. And there's my old house again. Oh. Over here is the old playground. Unfortunately, I put a great big bush here. There's a lot more fences and there's some new buildings. And that's where I used to live. My God, what have they done to the naffy? They've bulldozed it and put something else there. The cruel crowds, how can they do this? And another street that's lost its name. This is where the Canadians used to be until about 1970. Well, the West End pub's still there. But that shop called Centra, you know, where we all used to get searched for stolen sweets, he went bust. And now there's a massage parlour there. Well, what a turn up. The said massage parlour looks rather closed down. Maybe the place is jinxed. Loads of trees around that weren't there in our day, by the way. Oh, they were tiny. And there's St Clement's School. We'll just have a closer look at that one. Looks like it's still a school. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like it's a very open school from here. Well, show me a school where you are allowed to smoke. And there's a road that leads all the way to JHQ Rhine-Darlen, otherwise known as the Ghost Town. And back to the housing estate. And that looks different as well. This was just about a dirt track in our day. Full of potholes from the wall, wasn't it? Now, not that bad, but you know. The RAF playground's still here, but boy, it looks different. the noise, sorry about that. And there's the old street where we all used to be, waiting for school, waiting for cinema. We're back to there again. I think that concludes my tour of where we used to live. I'm sure lots of you remember this place. It's the ice cream parlour down in Wickrath. They've added a very interesting statue to it now though. But ain't that pretty? What's going on there? Here's the Wickrath High Street next to it. It's been pedestrianised. There was a time when there'd be overhead cables for those electronic buses they had until about 1973. There's the post office, and this is the square where you get your fun fairs and things. Let's have a look-see. Okay. Everything's changed in some way or other. And there's one place that hasn't changed. I wonder why they closed the bus shelter. I bet that is to stop the local teenagers snogging in it like we used to. It's bloody killjoys. Ugh. Entering the Schlossgarten. Here's the river at the edge of it. Doesn't seem to be any ducks about. Have the Jerry's shot them all or something? See if we can see anything through the new bushes. Proof that ducks still exist. See one there? Yeah. I take back what I've said. This is the Hauptinsel on the edge of the Schlossgarten. You know, over there, the bar where the one-legged landlord used to let us teenagers have a drink. Or two or three. Ain't that pretty? Almost like a scene out of a Monet painting, isn't it? And here's the big lake in the middle of it all. And there's the Schloss Wickrath Castle, you know, a bit of a licence to call it a castle, I think. The old bridge in its terminal, that's changed a bit. It's very pretty now. Maybe all these EU funds into it or something. This is the bridge where the local butcher hung himself, I think. Ooh.